discover the Pygmy tribe, the magical, dwarf trees of the Central African forest. While the world is increasingly modernized, there are still small corners on this planet that retain their wildness from prehistoric times. One of them is the life of the Pygmy tribe, mysterious residents living in the heart of the vast Central African rainforest. They are not only famous for their modest height, but also possess strange customs and habits, completely separate from the rhythm of life of the outside world. Today, let's explore the story of these little people, from their primitive life, unique culture, to the mysteries behind their special stature. Pygmies, the oldest people in Central Africa. The Pygmies, with an estimated population of 250,000 to 600,000, live mainly in the Democratic Republic of Congo, along rivers winding through the rainforest. They are considered one of the oldest groups in Africa, direct descendants of prehistoric hunter-gatherers. While many other tribes have turned to farming and herding for thousands of years, the Pygmies have remained faithful to their primitive hunting and gathering lifestyle. This helps them preserve their unique culture, surprisingly close to nature. The only mark of progress in their lives is the use of iron, a small but sufficient step to support them in hunting and survival in the deep forest. It is this isolation that has turned the Pygmies into living symbols of a bygone era, like precious gems in the modern world. Small stature, a mystery from nature. When mentioning the Pygmies, the first thing that makes everyone curious is their mini height. The average adult man is only about 1.2 meters tall, while women are usually under 1.5 meters. The heaviest person in the tribe rarely exceeds 40 kilograms, with an average weight of only about 35 kilograms. Their physical characteristics are also very typical: big belly, short legs, protruding navel, flat nose and curly hair, an unmistakable appearance. So why are they so small? Scientists have put forward many hypotheses, the most prominent of which is the influence of the living environment. Living deep in dense forests, where sunlight rarely penetrates through the dense canopy, the Pygmies face a severe lack of vitamin D, an important nutrient for bone development. In addition, their poor diet, which relied heavily on wild plants and insects, left them lacking many essential nutrients. But miraculously, this harsh environment also forged them into tiny warriors with strong immune systems, helping them fight off infections common in the rainforest. Strange customs. 8-year-old girl becomes a mother. Not only appearance, Pygmy culture is also full of surprises. One of the most shocking customs is the concept of adulthood. For them, 8-year-old girls are considered old enough to get married and have children. Many girls even become mothers at the age of 9. This comes from their unusually early physiological development, although their bodies are still small like children. Meanwhile, boys have to undergo a whipping ceremony made from tree resin, a challenge to prove that they have become real men. The scars left behind are not only a mark of maturity but also a natural shield to protect them when hunting in the forest. Pygmy life expectancy is also short, averaging only 30 to 40 years old, half that of modern humans. They are illiterate, have no concept of time, and never count their age. When they die, they are buried in simple graves, because the Pygmies do not believe in life after death. However, they fear invisible spirits or ghosts, entities they believe bring sudden death. Living in harmony with the forest, the talented hunters. Although small, Pygmy men are excellent hunters with incredibly sharp senses. They can hear the sound of prey from kilometers away, distinguishing whether it is big or small, male or female. With primitive bows and arrows and skillful skills, no animal can escape their hands, from tiny hummingbirds to giant venomous snakes. Their food is very diverse: birds, larvae, bananas, wild mushrooms, and especially insects, from ants to worms. All are processed into unique dishes. One of the Pygmy specialties is the viper, a highly venomous snake that can kill a person in 30 minutes. After hunting, the snake is chopped into pieces, wrapped in banana leaves and grilled over charcoal, both a source of nutrition and a proud trophy. Pygmy women stay at home to keep the fire going, cook and take care of the children. The fire in the kitchen was not only a source of life but also a sacred symbol. If it went out, it was a sign of destruction. Men were also good at making herbal medicines and collecting honey, while everything from animal skins and bones were used to make jewelry, tools and wedding gifts. Love for the forest. The children of nature tribe. The Pygmies call the forest their parents and consider themselves children of the green forest. They live in small huts made of banana leaves, less than 1.5 meters high, with a small hole to crawl into. Although they can hunt well, they never overexploit the forest. Only when the trees are dry and broken by storms do they take them home. Each time they hunt, they only take enough for a month. Absolutely do not kill young animals or destroy trees. For them, protecting the forest is protecting themselves. In terms of marriage, the pygmies are quite progressive with a monogamous and very faithful system. They live in small clans, each group of a few dozen families surrounding the hut of the clan leader, the manager, and fair distribution of property, based on each person's efforts. The threat of extinction, challenges in the deep forest. Despite their peaceful existence, the pygmies are not immune to threats. Neighboring tribes and colonial governments once kidnapped pygmy children into slavery or trade. To this day, they are discriminated against for their small size, and are called derogatory names such as barbarians. Some even hunt them down, believing that their bodies can be used as medicine to enhance strength or vitality. War, genocide, and disease from neighboring regions also threaten their existence. The Central African government has tried to move the pygmies out of the forest and into modern society, but most choose to stay, remaining faithful to their ancestral way of life. The journey of the little people. The pygmy tribe is not only a unique community, but also a living testament to the amazing adaptability of humans. Despite their small size, they are still giants in the deep forest, with incredible culture, skills, and love of nature. But can they continue to survive the fierce changes of the times? The answer is still open. If you want to discover more interesting stories, please leave a comment. Goodbye and see you again in the next journeys.